Today, we are showing you a brand new master plan community just outside of Katy, Texas, with one of my favorite developers. And this developer spares no expense when it comes to amenities inside of the neighborhood. But one thing that I absolutely love is where we are located. We are in Fulshear, Texas. And if you don't know about Fulshear, we're gonna tell you all about it today. They have housing out here for everyone, and I mean literally everyone, starting with their smallest products being 40-foot products, starting at $295,000. And you're gonna need to stick around because that's the home we're showing you last. But they've got affordable options out here. And then on the other side of the spectrum, they have massive products, almost twice the size of the one we're about to show you, going all the way up to 80-foot products. But the three builders we're showing you today all offer something super unique. First, we're gonna go inside of this Westin home. And yes, this is Westin. You love Westin, you love those spiral staircases, but what's super cool is you actually can only get this Westin out here in this neighborhood. They have a whole new exterior elevation just because of the development that we're in. And then we're gonna be showing you inside of a builder we've never shown you on our channel before, but they have one of the nicest front balconies that I've seen on any of the homes that we've showed you. And at the very end, we're gonna show you the most affordable option that starts just under $300,000. So all along the way, we're gonna tell you what makes this neighborhood so special, all of the amenities, and we're gonna show you the A-rated elementary school that's actually on site here in the neighborhood. So let's go check out our first house. Welcome inside of Westin Homes' 60-foot model home. And this home is actually really special to me because we've shown you a ton of Westin products. Let me just pause really quick. Take a look at this. Look at this grand entryway. This is what everyone loves about Westin. But fun fact, 3 years ago when we set out to build our home, I was this close to building this exact floor plan. I absolutely love it. This is the Asher 9, and it's a 5-bedroom, 3,600 square foot home. And I just want to get you straight into the house because it has so much to offer. But what I think everyone loves is not just the staircase here in Westin, but just how open the main family living area is. Now, ultimately, we did decide to build another floor plan that has been discontinued. So as it stands right now, this is my favorite Westin floor plan that you can currently build. And there is a difference between that 55 and that 60-foot product. I really feel like Westin shines most right here in their 60-foot product because it's got all of the space. They don't cut any corners. The closets aren't too small. And so this is that big 2-story family home. And get this, the price on these is amazing. They actually have some of these listed right now for $599,000, which I love. So right whenever you come in here to the family room, it's nice and open. You get it opening all the way up to that second story. But what I want you to do is flip around and you'll see that you've got this nice partition where it's slightly opened up to that upstairs game room that we'll show you here in just a little bit. But it's also closed off enough where this kind of feels like its own intimate space. Now, you have a massive electric fireplace here. This is a huge statement piece, and I love that their designers took the shiplap all the way up to the ceiling. Now, it doesn't come like that. That's something that they did afterwards, but you can actually get them to do something really similar here around the fireplace when you do build with Westin. Now, Westin does things a little differently than a lot of the builders, and so it's important for you to know how they operate. Out here in this community specifically, they've already assigned the floor plan to the lot with the exterior elevations because the developer is pretty particular about those elevations. However, if you do a dirt build, once you pick that floor plan on that lot, you can pick everything out in their design center. And so just to point out a couple cool upgraded design features, first thing I noticed, one, this is a massive kitchen island. This is definitely the heart of the home. This is where everyone's gonna gather. Easily fits 4 massive bar stools here, but I love what they did. They did the waterfall edge here. This is a nice upgrade where they carried the countertops all the way down. And then I like this kind of little mini bar setup here. This is an upgrade as well, but you got your wine glasses, your wine, and then I personally like the backsplash. You know, not just the black and whites. They added a little bit of pop of color, the blue in there, and then you've got the white cabinets with these black countertops. So they went with the two-tone, which I just think is super cool. They do have really nice appliance packages. So they do have the KitchenAid stainless steel appliances. I have these in my home. They've worked really nice for us. We've had them 3 years, haven't had any issues. We have the black stainless versions. So right back this way, we'll actually show you here in a little bit, but one thing that's really nice is a lot of their homes are gonna come with three-car tandem garages. So if you want that extra space, either for that extra car or just storage, or potentially even a golf cart, you're gonna be able to get that out here in this community with Westin. Now, the kitchen, as I mentioned, has these upgraded KitchenAid appliances. This is a really nice cooktop. I didn't get this in my house and I'm a little bummed about it. If I could rebuild, I would have opted for this. They got the cool matte black pot filler over here so you don't have to take your pot back and forth. And then it matches over here with these faucets. Now, I've got the same faucet, but I've got the touch faucet, which is a really cool upgrade. I love the deep farmhouse sink. And while we're here, one thing I wanna point out, one thing that I love about Westin is their flooring options. So a lot of their inventory homes aren't gonna offer this, but if you do dirt build, you have the option to pick out their engineered wood flooring. They've got a lot of different color palettes. This is one of their lighter options, but I absolutely love how they look in the home. And really the only reason you would want to avoid these floors is if you have big dogs, like 100+ pound dogs. They could tend to tear it up, but overall it's been a really durable product and I really, really like it. I do believe we skipped the pantry, so we will circle back and show you that here in a second, but you got plenty of storage for all of your food. Now what's cool with this floor plan, we'll get to it in a second, is they don't have a separate formal dining, which actually opens up space for that extra bedroom here on that first floor. But you've got a really big dining room kind of right off of the kitchen. A lot of times this is a smaller kitchenette in some of their floor plans and they'll have a bigger dining room, but in this floor plan, they made it big enough where this actually serves as the dining room. So you could easily run, you know, an 8-seater rectangular table long ways, which is probably what I would recommend, and still have it in here and have plenty of space to go through over there. So what I do want to do, I want to show you the outdoor living space here. So one thing that I like about Westin is they typically, most of their floor plans are going to have a pretty good size standard covered patio. Gives you plenty of space out here, and check out the yard space. I mean, this is not a small lot. Now this is a model home lot, so it's a little bit different shape, but with these lots being 60 feet wide, you should have plenty of space, plenty of room to build your own pool if you want to. But you're not gonna have to, because Yager, the developer, is known for their world-class amenities. They're gonna break ground to those at the end of this year. And just to show you an example of what they could look like, we have shown you Harper's Preserve before, and Yager is that same developer, and Harper's Preserve has 2 world-class amenity centers, and that's exactly what they're gonna do right out here in this community. So those amenities are on the way, but I did wanna show you the outdoor space, and you've got a lot of windows letting in natural light, but you even have upper windows letting in more natural light into the homes. Now, one thing you won't see with Westin, I wish they would do this, but I actually haven't seen it in, I don't think I've seen it in any of their homes, but at least not out here, is having those sliders that kind of open up the back of the home. However, they do have these large windows that bring in a ton of natural light. So now we're back here in kind of the main living area. I wanted to show you that pantry, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you that master bedroom. So back over this way, this is where you've got plenty of storage space. Obviously it's a model home, so they've got a bunch of their stuff in here. This is gonna connect through over into the garage. We can take a quick look in there. They've got the epoxy floors. They've got 10-foot ceilings in the garage here, which is gonna give you plenty of space to put some storage racks up above that garage door. So you want as much as possible. And then we're gonna save that laundry room for you because I wanna show you something pretty cool. One of my favorite features about Westin. And so coming in here, you've got the master bedroom, nice open, plenty of space in here. You've got a king size bed, really with plenty of room for a full-size dresser. You could do a TV up over here. But one thing that Westin's known for is their recessed ceilings. So they've got these tray ceilings. Now what you see as far as the wood millwork on the walls, this isn't something that the builder offers. This is something that their designers just did for this model home, but it's pretty inexpensive to do. We did something really similar. Now, one thing a lot of our clients love about Westin's, I love personally, is their bathrooms. Their bathrooms often give you plenty of space. And what's really cool about these cabinets is these aren't like a painted cabinet. These are a natural wood grain, but it almost has like a blue stain to it. So it kind of ties in and matches these blue doors that they painted. So just bringing in a little bit more color. So you've got the freestanding tub. This is the exact tub we have in our house. We throw both kiddos in there and bathe them. It's a nice, one-stop shop to get bath time knocked out for the kids. But this is what we use. We got the nice fully tiled walk-in shower, bringing in those blue accents again. But this is nice. They took the tile all the way up to the ceiling. Got a really cool waterfall shower head, and then plenty of space in here. You've got huge 24-inch tile, almost looks like a marble, but it is a porcelain tile. And then get this, you have 2 closets. So you got a his and a hers, or a his and a his, or whatever you want to do with it, right? You've got 2 options. So you got the larger over here and then the smaller closets. Feel free to fight over those. But this is what I love about Westin. We have this in our home. It's a great feature. Is having the connectivity not only to the laundry room, which you have, but also to the garage. I mean, how often do you come back from the gym, you're nice and sweaty, throw your clothes in here, hop straight in the shower. It's super convenient. And I love that they did this upgraded folding table on top of the washer and dryer. This is an upgrade. You've got the cabinetry here as well, but it does give you that nice dedicated space to come in here and get your laundry knocked out. So now that's it for the first bedroom downstairs. But what I really like about this floor plan is the livability of the first floor. Even though this is a massive 3,600 square foot 2-story home, you've got plenty of room to live just on this first floor and then just kind of like let the kids go free upstairs. So down here, you've got your dedicated office space. This to me wouldn't be any kind of media room. This would be that work from home area. You can close the doors up. They obviously have it used by their sales counselor here. And then you have a secondary ensuite bedroom here on the first floor. And this is really important for a lot of people. It's important to have guests over and have that guest room and still have plenty of space for 3 different bedrooms upstairs. So I love that they've got the plantation shutters here. This is a full-size bed. You could easily go queen in here. I think king would be a little bit tight. And then pop your head in here. You've got your walk-in shower, which, you know, if you have your parents living with you and they're elderly, having that secondary bedroom here on the first floor without a bathtub, you know, where they can easily get in and out of the shower, I think is really nice. Now, I wanna say one note, you've got variable counter height options with most builders. I would opt for the taller ones. These are kind of set up for the lower ones, usually for kids. So I like the taller ones, but you do have that option when you're building in the design center. And before we head upstairs, I just want you to take it all in. This is the staple, the staircase. Now all Westin staircases are a little bit different. This one's kind of cool in the Asher because it actually kind of curves and swivels back and you get this really cool view going all the way upstairs to those cathedral ceilings. Now a lot of times when we get to the upstairs, there's not much left to show you, but that's not the case in this Asher floor plan. In fact, it almost feels like there's just as much living area here on this second floor as there is down in the first. But one of the things I actually do like, and I know a lot of times I say I don't, in this particular home, I like the connectivity from the main living area up here to the game room. Now I've actually seen a couple different variations and I haven't talked to the builder out here if they're doing it, but I've actually seen this closed off before in some of their previous Asher floor plans. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Would you want this completely open to the downstairs or do you actually want it more closed off just to cancel out some of that noise? But regardless, what's really cool is this game room. There's so much space up here. A lot of the Westins are a little bit tighter in this game room area, but I feel like in this floor plan, they gave you plenty of space. You've got the cathedral ceilings here with the beams, which is what's crazy is you can see them from the front door. So it just really shows how open and tall this home actually is. And then I love that the cathedral ceilings come over to these windows because it really brings in a lot of light. It's not a nice dark and dingy second story. It's very open. And then these built-ins are really cool. You got plenty of storage for the kids, for games, board games, whatever you want, you name it. Now there's not a TV up here. This isn't the TV room, this is the game room because you don't need one because right over here you have your dedicated media room. And I love this, Westin's known for this. There are very few floor plans across all of their portfolio that don't have a dedicated media room. It's a priority. They know that families love it and it gets used a ton. I've seen this with the younger families be used a lot as a kid's playroom, but regardless, you got plenty of room for a massive TV. This is at least 75 inches. I'm gonna say this is an 80-inch TV. You've got your walk-in attic. One thing that I do appreciate is probably locked up, but Westin does a lot of walk-in attics. A lot of you are like, hey, where's the basements? Well, if you're not from Texas, then you just don't know, but let me tell you, we don't do basements here. There are no basements to my knowledge. I've never seen a home with a basement here in the Houston area, but we do have is what we have called a Texas basement. So a lot of these builders will actually have a decked out area up in the attic where you can store your things. It does get a little hot, but for the most part, you can store you know, whatever you want in the attic and it's nice, safe space. Now, you've got plenty of living space still up here as far as bedrooms are concerned. So because this is a 5-bedroom home, you've got your hallway, you've got a little storage closet here, but your first bedroom, kind of a unique shape, but plenty of space, especially for kids' rooms. They've got this one set up as a nursery, but even if it wasn't a nursery, you could easily fit a full-size bed coming right here off of this wall. You do have a smaller walk-in closet, but still decent size. You can walk in, and because there's 3 bedrooms up here, 2 of them are gonna share a bathroom. This is pretty common. This is called a Jack and Jill bathroom, if you didn't know. You've got those lower counter heights for the kids. Now, upstairs, I do recommend that. If you're gonna have, you know, big family home, having that. So each bedroom has its own sink, but then they're gonna connect through and share this kind of toilet and this bathtub area. Here's the other vanity. And then coming through, this is exactly what I was saying. Plenty of room for a full-size bed. You don't have a full-size dresser in here. You could fit one depending on how you arrange the furniture, but plenty of space in here. And then another walk-in closet. This one's even larger. It's got some built-ins, and there's actually a second little cubby hole that connects through into the attic for even more storage. And then you come across the hallway. Last but not least, this is the 5th bedroom. As you can tell, this one's larger than those 2. This one has an even larger closet. It's got a full-size bed, but you can easily fit a large dresser in here. And you have the nice bump out, opens it up, gives you that window gives you a lot of natural light. And then what's nice is you've got 2 full bathrooms upstairs. And so while those share one, this is kind of that full bath that, you know, your guests that are coming up using the game room or the kiddo that lives up here in this room are gonna have access to. And check out the finishes. I mean, the finishes, that tile is really cool, really unique. Still have the lower counter height. And then I like that in the bathtub, they actually took the tile all the way up to the ceiling. Now, this is one of those massive 2-story family homes that Westin is known for, but they have a couple other floor plans. They just don't have a model home of them, but we've actually shown them in a lot of other communities. They've got the Carter, which is gonna be on the larger side. So they actually have homes ranging from about 3,400 square feet all the way up to 3,800 square feet, both 4 and 5 bedroom options. But as I mentioned, yes, you can get this Asher in other neighborhoods, but you actually can't get the exterior to look as cool as this one in those other neighborhoods. These are elevations that were made specifically for this community. So if you love it, you're gonna have to buy the ones that they're offering out here. Now, the pricing here starts right at $599,000 and goes right up to around $650,000, which if you ask me, for what you get here in the community, and we're gonna show you all of that, and what you get in this house is a really good value, especially when you're talking about price per square foot, because these are some massive homes. But maybe your budget doesn't quite make it up into those 600 ranges, but you are looking for a larger 2-story family home. Well, there's still another builder we're gonna go check out that I think will check a lot of different boxes for you. I absolutely love the aesthetics and the theme that they went with these homes out here. So this is the Westin that we were just inside of. And I don't know how to describe it other than just say it's got some nice southern charm to it. It's different than a lot of, I guess, the more bricked standard kind of, I guess, traditional Westin homes that we're used to seeing. But we're actually gonna pass 2 builders that we're not going in today on our way to our next builder who's gonna be offering those more affordable but still pretty good sized family homes. But just so you know, there are some other builders out here building on 40-foot lots, 45-foot lots, going all the way up to those 80-foot lots. You also have Chesmar building on 60-foot products alongside of Westin. And then you've got Smith Douglas Homes, who's gonna be building on 45 and 50-foot lots. They're a builder that we haven't really covered too much here on our channel, but this next home is built by Texas's oldest builder. This is actually History Maker Homes. They are a Dallas-based company, and they've been around for, as I mentioned, a very long time. But what's really cool is check out this front porch that they have on this home. I think it's got a lot of really cool character and playing on that southern charm theme of the neighborhood. You know, we spent a lot of money on our backyard when we built it, and let me tell you, the kids love to hang out in the front. They like that cul-de-sac, and so there's nothing better on these hot summer days than having a shaded front porch where you can sit while the kids go play with their friends out in the street. So we're gonna get you inside and show you everything that this builder has to offer. But I do have to say, as we walk in, we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you that are looking to move here that really just wanna know more about the area, like Fulshear, where we're at today, which we're gonna be telling you about, or these builders. We've got great relationships with them. So if you are thinking about moving here and you have any questions, this is what we do for a living. We'll sell over 300 homes this year to people just like you looking to move here. So click on this QR code, fill out that survey, schedule a call with somebody on our team. We'll hop on a Zoom call, answer all your questions, and help you make that smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Now follow me, we're gonna go inside of our next builder. History Maker Homes has a 50-foot product that they are selling right here in Fulshear Lakes. And let me tell you, History Maker is different than a lot of these other builders. And I'm just gonna go ahead and coin it. They are probably one of the better value builders out here as far as what you get for your money. You got a lot of their cool closing picks up here. This is typically the garage, but this is what they use as their sales office. But this is a family-owned company for over 75 years. But I wanted to show you behind the walls because they do something a little bit different than some of the other builders. I think a lot of times clients just assume that all of these homes are built the same. They've got the same trades, same crews, but they all do things a little bit differently. And they actually use what's called a zip system. And it's really tough to probably tell on camera, but they use this zip system on a lot of higher end custom homes. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make it a lot more sealed up for energy efficiency. And so it's really cool that they're actually showing how they did that behind the walls with their different types of insulation. And then you've got these cool engineered web trusses up here too. That's just gonna make it a little bit more structurally sound. But what I love is the value that you get in these homes. If you're trying to get the biggest size family home and get the most bang for your buck, this is gonna be probably a top contender when it comes to large family homes. This is a 5-bedroom home, but it's gonna come in significantly cheaper than the Westin home that we just showed you. So come on in. This is a 50-foot product, so the lot sizes are 10 feet smaller in width. but it still feels very open. It's actually very nice. This is the main living area, and it just doesn't feel too congested or tight in here. In fact, there's plenty of space. So you've got your main living area here. You can see they've got the nice covered patio. A little bit different. This one kind of kicks up at an archway, going all the way up there, and then you've got your kitchen. And this has got a nice kitchen, a lot of nice finishes. I'll swing around over here and show you. You've got your kitchen island with your quartz countertops. Pretty good size, non-divider farmhouse style sink. Obviously the appliances in this one are probably a tier down from what we just saw next door, but stick around because we're gonna tell you the price at the end, and I think your jaw is going to drop when you see what you can get for your money with History Maker. So really nice sized kitchen island, comfortably seats 3 bar stools. Could probably fit a 4th. And I do like the cabinet colors. I haven't seen these. These are almost like a khaki taupe color. So going with a more modern earth tone, kind of in between the more modern homes that we're seeing these days and the earth tones. They also have the wood look tile. So super durable, great for pets, great for kids. You cannot mess this stuff up. And I think it gives it a nice clean look. So got your pantry cornered over here, plenty of space. And then just for fun, we're gonna rate their refrigerator. We love to do this at model homes. So. Ooh, all right, we got juice, got all the kinds of sugar to hype your kids up, give them a little red dye before we sell them a home, right? So I'm gonna give this fridge, give it a 7. I'm gonna give that fridge a 7. It's got a lot of nice stuff in it. So you got your little coffee bar maker over here, and then coming this way, don't be too distracted by their decorations. You've got your dining area. Now, this home doesn't have a separate formal dining room. This is going to be your dining room. I'll say this feels a little bit small considering the size of this home. This is a 5-bedroom home that really only fits a 6-seater table here. Now, what is impressive though, that makes up for it in my opinion, is this outdoor patio. It has an outdoor dining table that's much larger. It's got plenty of space out here. So this is huge. You got this oversized covered patio. You got an 8-seater table. And then really good sized yard too. Even with this 50-foot product, Keith, show them, you can go from that fence all the way over to this fence. It's got a lot of width to it. You could easily fit a pool kind of side positioned over here on this lot. Now, once again, these being the model homes, they're kind of flared out a little bit different than maybe some of the other lots that would be available. A couple things to note, you got 10-foot ceilings on the patio, which is, personally, I prefer at least 10-foot ceilings. My house has them a little lower, my wife hates them. So nice, plenty of shade cover for these hot summer days, which is definitely what you want. So come on back inside. And then what I really want you to do, take a look at the view back this way. You can kind of see how the ceiling kicks up and you've got the exposed kind of second story up there. And the second story here has just absolutely some of the best living space upstairs. These bedrooms are absolutely massive. But before we go up there, I wanna sit down, I wanna tell you about this area because a lot of you may not have heard of Fulshear before. You've probably heard potentially of Katy, which is one of Houston's larger suburbs, but it really seems like everything is moving further and further outside of town, and all of the deals are gonna be located on the outskirts, and that's exactly where we are. See, even just a couple years ago, Fulshear wasn't necessarily hustling and bustling, but you have tons of massive new construction master plan communities popping up left and right. And so just here inside of this community is developed by Yager, and they developed Harper's Preserve and Audubon and a lot of other great ones. And their amenity center is gonna be packed with really cool family-friendly amenities, from a resort-style swimming pool. Oftentimes Yager puts gyms in there, and they often also have community events all throughout the neighborhood. So it's a really great place to move, especially if you're a younger family wanting to get connected with those that have little kids, or even if you're a retiree, you're gonna have those family-friendly events to go and check out. Now, also, one thing to note, a lot of master plan communities don't cater to everybody, but because they've got products starting at $295,000 going all the way up over $1 million, this is definitely one of those multi-generational neighborhoods where you can live out here, you can have your starter home, and then you can move up to your second home, and your parents can live out here. So there's really something for everybody. Now, what's cool too is they have development plans for commercial shopping center up right here at the front of the community. So you're going to not only be able to have all these cool amenities inside the neighborhood, but you're also gonna be able to just go grocery shopping up at the front of the community. And it's gonna have a lot more than just your grocery store. You're gonna have everything from hair salons, nail salons, to restaurants, and even maybe some fine dining, because this developer has dedicated all of that space to the commercial shopping. So And the schools out here are phenomenal. You've got an elementary school on site that's part of Lamar Consolidated ISD. Do your own research, look up the school ratings, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised knowing that when you buy here, your kids are zoned to some really, really phenomenal schools. So that's what's going on here in the area. Fulshear is definitely one of the faster growing suburbs, and it's conveniently located in between kind of the Richmond-Rosenberg area, which is also exploding. And it's just a quick drive over to Katy. You're about 20 minutes over to Katy, and Katy is probably one of the most robust suburbs when it comes to all of those amenities. So if you really want that fine dining, you're gonna be able to hop right on over to La Centera and check out all of their nice higher end restaurants that they have to offer and go to their outdoor shopping plaza. Your master bedroom is gonna be just off of the main living room. And one thing that I really like, we've seen it in a couple other floor plans, is how they have the master bedroom set up. First of all, huge room, plenty of space. This looks, oh, that's actually hard as a rock. It looks super inviting.
You sure about that?
I was about to jump on it. But anyways, plenty of natural light coming in here. Good ceiling height. You've got 9-foot ceilings in here, and this fan definitely works. It is nice and cool. But what I really love is the bathroom is actually right when you come into the bedroom. And what I appreciate about that is you actually get this full wall. So a lot of houses, you have to come in and go into the bathroom this way. But I think it serves two purposes. It gives you an extra wall whenever the bathroom's located up over here. It's also quieter. So if one of you sleeps in, you know who you are. I don't know if the husband, the wife, whatever, but you're gonna be able to get ready and get out the door to work or go get the kids ready for school without disturbing your spouse. So I do think that's important. And so you've got the bathroom over here. They've got the same wood look tile as in the main living area. A little bit tighter than what we saw over in the Westin, but you still are gonna get a really nice deep soaker tub and a full-size walk-in shower. I wouldn't really call this a bench. I would call it a ledge. I don't think you can really sit there and ponder all that much, but maybe you can if you're desperate. And then you've got your dual vanity up here. You still have quartz countertops. They're a little bit thinner, so you can see that the finishes are gonna be a little bit different. But as I mentioned, you're gonna see the price tag at the end of this tour, and I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with what you can get for your money with History Maker. So you got your toilet, and then it's all about the closet size. So you be the judge. I would say for a just under 3,000 square foot home, I would say this closet is adequate. I'd like to see it just a little bit bigger, but come check this out. It looks like a mess right now, but this is your home panel where they're gonna bring in your Wi-Fi and everything, your security system. They usually pick one of the closets for it, and so they happen to have it right here in the master on this one, but there's still a lot to show you here on the first floor. Now, from the main living area, you're gonna head back down this hallway up to the front of the home. But they've got a closet that I was expecting to just be like a nice little, I don't know, linen closet or something. Check this out. This is Harry Potter written all over it. You could count this as an extra bedroom, essentially. This thing is huge. So you've got that closet over there, and then your laundry room is gonna be located this way. Got an extra little storage area. To be honest, I've never seen this in a house, but it's kind of run with a plug, so I would potentially put a fridge here. I don't know. Functional space means keeping your pantry and utility room separate. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty cool. So you've got your laundry room located over here. Decent size, not massive, but you could also do those built-ins that we saw in the Westin and give yourself a nice little folding counter up over here. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking second, like soda drink fridge just right here. You don't even have to run to the garage. Now this is the staircase. We'll go up that here in a second. What's cool with this floor plan, with this model, they actually have a full 3-car garage. Most floor plans out here aren't gonna accommodate that because of the lot size, but this model happens to have the full 3-car bump out. Now, what I do love about this floor plan is you've got this secondary bedroom here on the first floor. Now, they set it up as an office, and it'll make a lot more sense when we go upstairs as to why, because you still have 3 full bedrooms upstairs. But this is plenty of space for an office or a bedroom, and I am blown away by the bedroom sizes in these homes. Let's get the closet opened up for you. Plenty of hanging space, goes all the way across. And then this is located right off of that front porch, which I don't know if I reiterated enough. It's really nice having these front porches on these homes, but not only do you have the front porch, you also have the balcony upstairs. Now, this upstairs I'm really excited about for a couple of reasons. For whatever reason, when I walked up here, it felt nostalgic. It felt like your kind of classic 2-story home from when you were growing up. You've got this dedicated kind of game room space over here. You still have the overflow down to the living room, but when you flip around, I don't know if it's just the boxiness of it or what, but it just, I don't know, it feels nice and cozy. But what I'm really blown away by up here is the bedroom sizes. Before we show you those, real quick, do us a favor, it helps the channel out a lot. Click that subscribe button. Let us know what you like in the comments below. Ask us questions. This is as interactive as possible. We make these videos just for you guys. So click the like, click the subscribe, and now come in here and check out this bedroom. Let me get the light on for you. Check out how big this is. These are huge, especially compared to the Westin. I was expecting them to be pretty comparable, but this is 400 square feet smaller than the Westin, but I feel like the square footage goes a really long way in these bedrooms. Now, yes, this is just a twin bed, but hold your horses, we've got more to show you. Plenty of space, really good closet space over here. And this is the smallest of the bedrooms because it's got that kind of angled off closet over there. Now, it's got the Jack and Jill bathroom, so we'll just connect you through over here. Same tile as downstairs. Taller counter heights than what we saw over in the Westin. And then you come through, you got your little toilet area here. And then plenty of space. To be honest, I don't even know what this is. You could definitely put a piece of furniture for storage, but you do have a linen closet on both sides, which I love. Having that extra storage space is really important. You've got your shower tub combo over here, and then get a load of the closet on this bedroom. I mean, that's massive. These are huge. And then as you pan around, you can see you've got a elevated full-size bed here, full-size dresser, plenty of space. I just think these are bigger rooms. I love it. I'm so sick of going into these bigger family homes and them trying to make 5-bedroom homes, but cutting all the bedrooms short. Now, we're not done. You've got your other storage. We're back here in the kind of main living area, your linen closet for your blankets and everything. I could definitely see big old movie nights up here. And then coming in this way, check this room out. Huge, absolutely massive. This is a full-size bed. You could easily fit a king in this room. Easily fit a king. It's not gonna stick out any further with your full-size dresser. But this is definitely the room that the kids are gonna fight over. Not only is it the biggest, but it's also got the biggest closet. Check that closet out. And not only does it have the biggest closet, but the closet has its own window and it has direct access to the patio. Now, before we step outside, let me just tell you, no matter where we film for you guys in all of Houston, no, it doesn't matter what time we show up, what time of day it is, the lawn crews follow us everywhere. So no matter what, you'll hear it in the mic. It doesn't matter when we try. We film every day of the week. These lawn crews will find us. They're over there just buzzing away. But check this patio out. They got the rocking chairs up here. In fact, I'm gonna enjoy them myself. That's nice. You got the shade. Show them the view, Keith. They're doing a bunch of construction, but you're right across from a nice little open area. They've got the park with the lake right over that way with the nice bridge. And what I like up here, they've got the cool textured spray deck. They actually have some really nice steel railing, so nice and sturdy. This is the floor plan that they're selling the most, and they're selling it the most because of this patio. It's in high demand. They build even larger homes than this one, actually. This one's, like I said, just under 3,000 square feet, but this is gonna be their most popular floor plan. But what I really wanna do is I wanna tell you exactly how much this one costs. Now, I've been teasing you when it comes to pricing, but I'm not gonna let you down. So they have floor plans starting as small as 1,800 square feet and going all the way up to their largest, which is 3,200 square feet. But the one that we just looked at was just under 3,000 square feet. And get this, their prices start on their smallest product at $350,000. So you can get out here in a 50-foot product. That's not even the smallest product offered in the neighborhood, starting at $350,000, going all the way up to just over $500,000 for their largest 3,200 square foot product. But I was just talking with Ben, the sales guy here. We've got a close relationship with him, and he shared with me that they actually just sold a couple of these floor plans under the $500,000 mark at $490,000. Now, quick caveat, those did not come with the full 3-car garage. That is an addition, but they are selling this floor plan like candy out here. It is absolutely flying, and I think you can see why, because of the size of the bedrooms and what you get for your money. So it's definitely a good value play out here in Fulshear Lakes. But if you're really looking for a value, and maybe even 350 is too high for you, there are still some great options for you. In fact, we're gonna go right over here into this model home. This is Anglia Homes, 45-foot product, and their prices start at $295,000. Now, we are certainly in the most affordable and approachable builder that's located out here in Fulshear Lakes, and this is a 45-foot product. So technically the smallest product we typically see in master plan communities is a 40, but this one's gonna be a 45, so it's a little bit wider, but this is definitely the value play. You get a lot for your money out here. And the first thing that I noticed when I came into this home were two things. One, the quality of the finishes are actually very nice. They're a lot higher than I was expecting when I saw that $295 price tag. The other thing is, look how open this main living area is. Sure, it's definitely one of the more modern open concept homes where the bulk of the living space is all located here in this living room. But for a 1,749 square foot, 3-bedroom home with an office, this definitely felt a lot more open to me. So we'll start over here in the kitchen. As I mentioned, you've got these really nice, thicker quality stone countertops. That's a nice touch. A lot of homes in that $300,000 price point are gonna go with some lower quality countertop options. You've got the wood look tile on the floors. As I mentioned, you cannot go wrong with it. It gives it a nice look, but it's also indestructible. So you've got your nice stainless steel appliances over here, your cornered pantry, just like we've seen in some of the other homes, not varying too much. You do have your slide-in gas range oven combo. So it is a slide-in. It doesn't have that kind of ugly backstop that a lot of people don't like. For those of you wondering where it vents out, it actually has a nice vent down in here that you can kick on. I love the height of this microwave. My mother, if you're watching this, I know you don't like them because you're not as tall. You pointed that out, so I was wondering who actually likes the microwaves that were lower, and she called me out this week. She said, I do. I was like, all right, Mom, that's fair. So anyways, in the kitchen, you do have the sink with the divider, but still pretty good sized sink. Dishwasher over here, but then it spins around nicely. What I do like about the open concept is this isn't a defined necessarily dining room, although that's certainly what you would use it for, but because it's not partitioned off, it just opens up the space a lot more, and as I mentioned, it just feels bigger. This is a 6-seater. You could fit an 8-seat table in here, so you could still have a big family in, I would say, an average size home. They're even gonna offer floor plans smaller than this, and stick around because I'll walk you through all of the pricing, but this is your main living room. What I like about this living room is you can corner the sofa, so you could do a really large sectional here and you're still having plenty of room. It's not gonna get congested or tight as far as walking through the main living areas. I don't like when it feels like that living room's cramped. In fact, there's some 2-story, 3,000 square foot homes where the living rooms are not near this massive. So coming through over here, you do have your nice back patio area. This one doesn't have a covered back patio. So some of their floor plans, you're gonna be able to opt for that. This one doesn't. However, because this is a model, they did decide to pour kind of an extended patio area. It's just not actually covered. So you would want to do something to get this covered because it does get hot here in the summers. Now, another thing that I really love is the grass out here. I haven't mentioned this yet, but you've got two options. You've got St. Augustine and Bermuda here in the Houston area. I would prefer St. Augustine. It's nice for barefoot. The kids can play in it. It's just softer. It's not as itchy and debatably easier to take care of. But what's really cool here in this community is that part of your HOA with Yager includes front lawn maintenance. So you are still gonna have to mow your backyard, but your HOA dues aren't gonna just get you access to all of the amazing amenities out here. They're also gonna cover them mowing your front lawn. So yes, you can still plant the flowers that you want, but ultimately they're gonna be in charge of taking care of your lawn care. Now, as soon as we're back inside of the home, we'll get this closed up. You have the master off of the back of the home, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Once again, huge master bedroom for a 1,750 square foot home. Honestly, there's probably wasted space in here. I mean, that's how big it is. You have plenty of room for activities. You can put the Peloton in here. You could have a little seating nook area. It doesn't have the bump out bay windows, don't really need them. This is a full king size bed. And then coming in this way, you've got the galley style master bathroom, but the dual vanities. Now this is where you'll start to see a couple different finishing options. These aren't undermount sinks set into stone. This is a different kind of product where it's all one cast mold. Still looks really nice, but that is definitely gonna be where you're gonna get a little bit of the cost savings. The other thing here is the shower and the tub are on two different sides of the bathroom. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but you still get the nice soaker tub. You got your linen closet, and then you do have a nice walk-in shower with the nice little bench here to ponder all of those thoughts that you have. Let me know in the comments below. This is a debate, so actually let me know. Get ready to type. Do you want a door on the toilet in the master? Let me know. We just saw the house next door, didn't have it. So actually it might have. I don't remember, but we've seen a lot that don't. Now, in the master closet over here, I like that they have the nice little shoe rack. I would say that this is on the smaller side of closets. It's also on the smaller side of homes. So you get what you pay for, and when you hear the price on this one, I think you're gonna be really, really impressed. Now, most of these smaller single-family homes are going to live along one main hallway, but what I do like is it's not running down the side of the house. It kind of branches off in different directions, and so back up towards the front of the house, you're gonna have your laundry room, and the laundry room's pretty spacious because you've got a little cubby over here. You could put in a nice piece of furniture, a little storage rack. You've got the hanging space above the washer and dryer, and then right here in this hallway, this is gonna be your half bath for the downstairs. So it's not massive, gets the job done. You got your nice little pedestal sink. And then over this way, this could be a 3 or a 4 bedroom house. So they have this set up as the design center. What is nice is that Anglia has a design team that's already pre-selected a lot of really nice color palettes. And so when you build with them, you can come in here and have a look at all of your options, but maybe your cup of tea isn't picking everything out on your own. Well, don't worry, the designer's got you covered. You can come over here and you can say, hey, I really like this tier 2 package C. I like all the colors. Let's go ahead and throw that in the house. So it makes it a nice, smooth, easy process. Now, this could easily be set up as either a bedroom or an office. So just because they have it as a design center, you can't really see it as an office, but it could easily be an office. And then up here at the front of the house, this is where you've got your other 2 bedrooms. So one of them over here isn't staged currently. It's got some of their builder signs in it. I guess this is all the lighting we have in here. Decent sized room, pretty open, easily could fit a queen bed, probably walled up against that wall, and then pretty good hanging space with the double doors on this closet. And then both of these bedrooms are gonna share this full-size bathroom. So you got the shower tub combination, clean design selections, nothing too complicated. And then up here at the front of the house, you've got another linen closet, so plenty of good storage. And then this room is actually larger. So what I like about it, it's got a little bit more space. This is a full-size bed, what could easily fit a queen. And then it's got a nice walk-in closet. And what I like about the walk-in closet has its own window, so you get a little light in there. And then I don't know about this. I don't know if I love the windows right up here at the front porch in a bedroom personally. Let me know. I know moms, my wife personally, would not want the kiddos up in this bedroom, but that is up for debate. So let me know in the comments below if you would put your kids up here in this front bedroom. Now, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering about pricing. We got you covered. Now, the pricing over here is as good as it gets. Now, their homes are gonna start at 1,432 square feet, and they're gonna go all the way up to just around 2,300 square feet. And I already told you, the prices start at $295,000, but that's not just the base price. They've actually closed homes recently, just slightly smaller than the model that you saw, with very similar finishes at $295,000. Now, the one we looked at was 1,750 square feet, and they're selling it right now just around $330,000, and even their most expensive, larger 2,300 square foot home with their nicest finishes are still gonna come in the high $300,000 price point. So not even breaking into 400,000s. And a couple things that they're doing here I wanna point out. You see 2 signs behind me. They've got a really nice veterans program here. It's going to give you a 1% discount to first responders and veterans in your closing costs. And then the other thing that they've got going on is they actually have a lender that is in-house, and they have 100% financing. I know that sounds crazy. Definitely reach out to us if you want to know more about that. But listen, if you're wanting to learn more about this area, maybe you like what you saw in this video, but you want to know more about the area, check out some of our other videos on these surrounding neighborhoods and the surrounding areas. And then if you're serious and you want to know more about this area, don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email, or scan this QR code here. This is great. They'll take you to a survey, fill that out, and we'll set up a Zoom call with a team member. And that way we can answer all your questions and help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.